So, hello everyone, I am Monica from IELTS 9. So, here we will be discussing about pie chart and its vocabulary. Okay, everything about pie chart. So, after this video, there will be no requirement for watching any pie chart videos. Okay, from each and everything, each and every detail, I will be explaining it here. So, keep watching it. So, task 1, as you know, we have different type of task 1: pie chart, bar graph, line graph, process diagram, map diagram. Okay, and table chart is also there. So pie chart is like that, so you can see different pieces. So for these pieces, when we have to explain different pieces, we need to tell that what is that. This is slice, so it's like pizza slice. So this is known as slice, this is known as segment, this is known as proportion also, you can say it. So every time you need to write different vocabulary. So for that, so suppose this example has been given and explained, you can see this. This is task 1 pie chart, because there they will be giving you, examiner will be giving you different topics, and the pie chart will be divided into different segments. Like I can see soccer, 45.5 percentage it is given, and 9% for surfing, and 18.2% for lacrosse, and baseball people are playing 27.3%. Okay, this is sports popularity, they have given some data. So I can see this 45% is the largest share among all other sports popularity, and this is the 9.1 is the least portion of the pie chart. Now let's look at this vocabulary. So percentage, because you know pie chart is always, they are always in percentage, proportion, ratio, you can say these words. So percentage, if the percent, every time I am not saying that you will be using percentage every time, you will be using different vocabulary words, but sometimes you can use percentage like that they have written. Sometimes you can use this vocabulary. For percentage, vocabulary is important to write. This will give good impact on examiner. So when we have to write body detail paragraph about pie chart, about percentage, but just remember it, if the percentage is given in table and bar graph also, then also you can use these vocabulary for percentage. Okay, so 80% is given, so you can use 4/5. 75% is given, just over 3/4 or approximately 3/4. So why I am reading it, you should think it, why I'm reading it, because so that you can read it with me and write it in your copy for making notes. It's important. 70% is 7 in 10, 65% is 2/3, 60% is 3/5, and 55 is more than half, and it is 49%. If it is, then just under a half or nearby a half you can write. Okay, 45% more than 2/5, 32% almost a third, 25% is, it is common, say a quarter, 20% a fifth, and if it is less than fifth, 15% around, then you can say less than fifth. Okay, now next is, if most and some percentages are below 5%, then we can say minimal percentage, or 1 in 20 you can, and 10% percentage is there, 1 in 10 you can write. Okay, now next is, you can use like majority, minority, significant, proportion, or minimal number. I will tell you vast majority where it will go. So here there is no vast majority, it is almost just below half or 50%. This is because here we can't say that this is majority. Majority word we can use it with large group or large percentage, like between 75 and 85%. Okay, a significant proportion you can say when the percentage is between, from starting from 65 to 75%, and here a minority 10 to 15% is there, then you can say a minority group. Minority group you can say. A minimal number, as I told you, below 5%, all number are minimal number. Now, so this is all explanation about your the words meaning. Percentage, when we have to just measure the things, used to denote a part of whole, percentage in form. Fraction, as I told you, slice, segment, fraction, part of total fractions. Okay, majority, as we have discussed here, minority we have smallest segment, largest segment, proportion means percentage. Okay, segment, this is same. Slice also I have already explained it to you. Now next portion, slice, quarter, half. You all know these words, just read it once. Third means donates roughly third 33% of the total. A large proportion, a small proportion, increase, decrease, stable when indicates no significant change in the segments. Fluctuate when fluctuation is there, means sometimes it is going 50%, sometimes it is going down from 50%, sometimes it is going up from 50%. So I'm just taking as a example 50%. Plummet means a dramatic decrease. Soar, a dramatic increase. Marginally refers to a slight change. Significantly indicates a notable or considerable change. Compare, of course, you have to compare the pie charts or task one. In contrast, highlight differences. Compare means analyzing or just bringing out similarities between two things. And contrast is bringing or highlight the differences between two segments or two pie charts or two groups, you can say. Account for, when you have to give proper percentage or proper data, then you can use the verb accounted for. When it is in past tense, comprised of, constitute of, dominant, trivial. So you can read all the words. Disappropriate or and equal distribution. Now important things about this. So as I told you, you need to write contrastial words like while, whereas, however, on the other hand, in contrast, nonetheless. Percentage and fractions, use this vocabulary, we have done it above. Comparative phrases like larger than, smaller than, the same as, compared to, in comparison with, use these words in your task one. So trends and changes, if something is going up, then increasing trend, decreasing trend, growing up, drop means down, the data is showing down. Remain stable means no changing in the data. Fluctuate, some up and down, peak. So these words you can use it in other bar graph, but here we are talking about pie chart. So in pie chart also you will be using these words. So I mean to say, in task one you don't need to repeat any single verb as well as any other word. So segments and section we have discussed. Segment, section, slice, portion, fraction also you can write. Descriptive adjectives, we have to write some adjectives or adverbs before main verbs. Substantial increase, negligible, the considerable growth in the data, you can say. Introduction lines, you know it. The pie chart illustrate, the provided pie chart illustrates, or the given pie chart illustrate, the chart represents. So overall paragraph also is also there. So for the time periods or time years, you can write from, to, during, in the year are useful. Specific data, you can use the word according to the data, according to the first pie chart. So these words you can write: about, nearly, roughly. So moreover, another words also important, more transitional words, these you say it. Moreover, furthermore, however, on the other hand, you can write it. Now next is, this is the sample pie chart. I have just given it. You can read the title of the pie chart: social media users in Jamestown 2018. Now let's write the actual pie chart. You have learned all the vocabulary. Now how you can write it? So as you know, we have to write 150 words. Okay, 150 words minimum, and it can go up to 200 or 180 something, you can write it. Okay, but basically you need to write important changes, important things from the chart. That's more important. And here I can see 5 different colors, and first group is saying for blue, 13 to 25, then is 20 to 35, 26 to 35. Gray one is 36 to 45, and then yellow is 46 to 55, and green one is over 55. So here they are saying social media users in Jamestown in 2018. It means purely and purely past tense will come. So 4 paragraphs will be there. 4 paragraphs, what you have to write, first is introduction, second is overall paragraph, third is body detail paragraph, fourth is also, you can say, body detail 2 paragraph. Okay, so now I will show you the sample answer. You can see it. For introduction, we have to paraphrase the question statement. The given pie chart, which provides information about the proportion of people using digital. So now, what is this? This is just, we have changed the word, that is social media users. We have paraphrased the word. People using digital networking according to age group for Jamestown for the year 2018. Just paraphrase the question statement. Okay. Now overall means journal trend, what you can see. I can see this blue one means youngest group here. Is youngest group is using the highest amount of social highest amount of network, or for social, highest amount of highest percentage of social media. And the least one is I can see here uh, aged over older group, you can say. So general trend here, or I have written overall the general trend of that, or you can write it can be seen that Jamestown social media users during 2018 was that older a person was, the less likely they were to use digital networking. As soon as they are, or you can just highlight this is the highest user, the youngest group, and this is the lowest user of social media. You can highlight this point here in different language. So this is difficult language. No issue. So in body detail paragraph, you need to highlight, you need to tell or compare between, like you can compare majority and minority, and these two are almost same, like 8% gap is there. You need to tell each and every group here. So in terms of the most significant feature of the chart, it means when you are starting your body detail paragraph, you need to write first important thing, important highlight of the chart or graph. The largest category of digital communicators, or you can use or, not both. Social website platform users was the group aged 13 to 25, which accounted for 40% of the total users. See this, 40% of the total users. So next is, whereas the next important segment of population using social media was those aged between 26 to 35. Here also you can write between. Okay, this is capital letter I have written. Let me do it. Yeah. Here also. So whereas the next important segment is the aged group between 26 to 35. This group's contribution was slightly lower at 35%. Moreover means next category. Added together these two category, if they no, if they are combining out of 100%, 40 plus 35%. So they are saying this group's contribution was slightly lower at 35%. Okay, this we have done. Moreover, added together, these two categories made up of more than half of all those who use social media platform in 2018 in Jamestown. They accounted for the vast majority of users, 75%. So with two categories, how they have made full paragraph. Okay. So next is in stark contrast, or on the other hand, or furthermore, anything you can start with the paragraph. But we are using it stark contrast, means here it was majority and here it is minority. The category with the lowest percentage of users, people older than 55, comprised a tiny 2% of all users, or minimal user you can use. Minimal percentage, that was 2% of all users. While between those between 46 to 55 years of age contributed 10%. And people aged, now they have combined these, no, they have combined these two groups uh, between this group, and this is 10%, and people aged 36 to 45 made up of 18%. That's why I was saying just combine. First you have to tell major important thing, highest or highest point in the graph, and the minimum, and you should combine two groups, and another second group you can explain it separately. So that's the thing, you can do it. Thank you so much. This is the vocabulary, we have done it.